Hello everyone, just doing a quick check-in again on the big three shorter term time frame focus. Finished up the course content today, really excited about that. Had a goal of 2 hours long and it ended up being 6 hours long. It was a type of scenario where every time I talked about a subject, I would just dive down this rabbit hole with so much information that I would want to share. And just every slide that I created, I'd need to create 3 more. So very glad that that is wrapping up. We have to just put the icing on the cake. We're aiming for a release tomorrow night, and we'll see if that ends up taking off. And if it does, I am going to be going live tomorrow night. We'll give away one of the courses, and I'll go over the outline of it, and then I'll do more in-depth analysis live, answer any questions, and have a good old time with everybody live. So looking at where we stand right now on the big three, we had a really nice oversold bounce yesterday, and yesterday was the second best trading day I've ever had in this cryptocurrency space. Oversold bounces are my forte. I really like them. I've liked them with stocks for years, and I really like them with the cryptocurrency space. So my other most profitable day was when Ethereum bounced off 130, and this was my second most profitable day yesterday, playing the 4-hour oversold bounce. I flipped it 3 times. I'll go over that a little bit more in depth on Ethereum, but as far as Bitcoin goes, I'm watching this descending triangle pattern on the hourly time frame. You can see the support back here of 4,500. And we bounced off of 4,500 at the low, and now we've bounced off of 4,520, 4,524. So we're barely holding on to these supports. We can see a very clear lower high pattern. And right now, I use the trend lines again, just visual representations. This bull move doesn't mean anything to me unless we break 4650 and break the lower high pattern. The volume's there. That's a good sign for the bulls, and the bullish MACD cross is there. It's occurring. So if we can break 4650, we will break this lower high pattern that has been in play now ever since the bulls started to see a significant bounce attempt. So 46.50, then I'm looking at 46.76, 47.14. Those are the clear resistances every time we reject it on the way back down. So the bulls have momentum in their favor. They're trying to turn around the trend, and a nice solid bull momentum the last 45 minutes. It's going to be a very interesting next hour of trading to be watching, and we will see if we can break the lower high pattern. Right now, support 45.55 and 45.25. Ethereum on the hourly time frame is not anywhere near the same pattern. The correlations are breaking a little bit, and I traded Ethereum yesterday because it was way more oversold on the 4-hour time frame than these other names, and the RSI did dip down into the mid to low 20s when we were down in the 330s, and that was the anticipation we were looking for. In the video yesterday, I said we don't really have to do much for the next 6 hours, and about 6-7 hours later is when we got our entry opportunity down in the 330s. It was a break of a wall of 340 support. We flushed down, we got that bullish entry, and ended up seeing a move from the mid 330s all the way up to 372. I ended up taking profit. I ended up with a quick flip from mid 330s to 350, reloaded 345, and then sold in the mid 360s. And that was that. Definitely a really good day in terms of feeling like everything was clicking, and those entries and exits and being able to flip successfully multiple times was a good feeling. So the bulls are trying to form a higher low and form this equilibrium pattern on the 4-hour time frame. We have our dump low, the high of the bounce. Bulls are trying to form their higher low at 344, and they have to break the lower high pattern on the hourly time frame. Same thing as Bitcoin. We have resistance here at 355 and 356. If we can get over 356 after this bullish candlestick and see some follow through, that would obviously be a good sign for the bulls. And we did just break a key resistance, I believe. It was a big wall at 350, and I do believe we did just get over that. So good sign for the bulls getting over that wall. Let's see, there it is. We just had a lot of volume there breaking that resistance. 3,000 hitting that ask, good sign. And now we'll see if the bulls can build off that and break the lower high pattern. So that's what I'm watching on Ethereum, and we're forming inside bars on the daily time frame on these names. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick. Daily chart, inside bar forming today. The candlestick's going to change over in 2 hours. Ethereum inside bar, change over in 2 hours to be watching. And really that's just showing us that the 4-hour time frame is forming these equilibrium patterns. Litecoin, same kind of descending triangle as Bitcoin is, and trying to break the lower high pattern here as well. We did close above the downtrend line, but I care about this resistance of 8150, 82.96, and 84.91. Those are the levels that I'm watching for the bulls to turn things around. Support is 78.66 and 77.26. If we break 77.26, we are likely looking back down at our recent low of $74. So the bulls are regaining some momentum, and where we stand on all 3 of these names over the next 2 hours, we have to break the hourly lower high pattern for our 4-hour time frames to give us a higher low And ideally, if the bulls here in Litecoin can break 84.91, they're going to be looking better than any of these names because they're not going to have much resistance. That will be a higher low and a higher high recovery from this pullback, and they're just looking up towards the all-time high. So Litecoin, if we can get over 84.91, will be the most bullish name. That would be like Ethereum getting over 372, which would certainly be bullish as well, but Litecoin is closer to pulling that off than where Ethereum currently stands, and Ethereum has been having a lot of headwind with a bunch of asks, big asks. We did just break one in a 3,000 ask wall, but there certainly has been a lack of bid support climbing up with these bull moves, and we just saw that on the 5-minute time frame where we got that big bull break and then instantly gave back. Let's see, we went all the way up to 352.73. We gave back $2.70 right away because there was no bids coming up with that move. So last check-in here on Bitcoin. I know I'm jumping all around, just trying to get this video out before hitting the road. And Bitcoin needs to break 47.50 to see a very clear bull break on the 4-hour time frame. But the hourly time frame is the shorter term that the bulls are looking to take out one step at a time. Have to break the lower highs on the hourly for all these names. That's step number one. Otherwise, we are looking down at the lows of last night as must-hold supports. As far as RSI levels go, if we do dump and see lower lows, we have a long way down for Bitcoin and Litecoin before these two names hit oversold 4-hour RSI levels. And Ethereum doesn't have that far down. This 4-hour time frame on Ethereum, you can see if we were to dip down back into the 330s, this 4-hour RSI would be back to oversold again. And that was a big factor with my decision to make a bullish entry yesterday in Ethereum. And it would have ended up being solid gains on any of these big three, but it was just the comfortability and the safety net knowing that already being oversold on this time frame gave me a little bit more confidence in the Ethereum bounce. So we'll check back in tomorrow, again tomorrow night. Looking forward to the course release, looking forward to putting that out there. I do believe, honestly, that it is the most comprehensive cryptocurrency course that is available at this point. And I put my blood, sweat, and tears into it, sobbing late night, up in the office all alone, Saturday night, feeling lonely, charts to keep me company. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Hope you have a great long weekend. That's that. I need to sign off, huh?